Okay, a box without hinges, key or lid, yet golden treasure inside is hid. What is it? Bilbo Baggins, The Hobbit. You are alone in the chamber. There is one wall which surrounds you utterly, in every direction and on every side. The wall is made of love, and it embraces you. Its inherent goodness is an obvious and complete truth. There is a rhythm in the chamber, a beat and a flow which has always been. It's the only way you can tell between sleeping and waking. When awake, you can feel the rhythm, and when asleep, you cannot. Which time do you enjoy most? This is a difficult one because if you're asleep, are you really able to enjoy yourself? Aren't you just in a sleeping sort of unconscious, unable to really be affected by anything? Maybe we enjoy being awake to feel the rhythm. Yeah, let's go with I enjoy being awake. Even now, in the beginning, you reach toward change, toward the future. The thrum of the rhythm promises everything to you and will soon blossom into reality. Then, after a time, you hear the voice. At first, you did not know there was a voice, only a strange sensation unfolding in your mind, a soothing warmth, pulses of orange colour, and the comforting taste of brimstone on your tongue. And yet you are alone here in the chamber. Could there be something outside? You reach out, forming a coloured echo in your thoughts and sending it beyond your reality. And you are rewarded with an explosion of purest joy ringing through your essence and echoing through your mind. In time, you learn the differences between the emotions, the colours of the mind, that the voice outside the wall would pour into you through its mind song, and which you would pour back. And so you discover happiness and sadness, anger and calm, fear and curiosity, and an innumerable spectrum of others. It's doing well till then, wasn't it? And then the images come, pictures etched in neon relief in your mind by the song of the voice. They're images of amazing beings, of stately tree and honourable reliable stone, of chattering stream and murmuring sea, and of the great giver, who is also called Sun, and of the great birther, who receives from Sun and gives birth to all things, who is also called Earth. Earth and Sun are the greatest of beasts, mightiest of all the animals. But next to them in might are your people, the true children of above and below, the kin unto each other, who are also called Drak. The voice then asks you a question. I'm not going to do voices. I won't be able to consistently continue that. O tiny kin yet to be, which shall you become? Sun, the radiant one, the great giver, who rules and slays and is slain and reborn each day, or Earth, who circle dances to Sun's music, who nurtures, peaceful and omnipotent, births all good beasts, knows all silent secrets, and abides forever. Okay, Sun or Earth. Going by their description, it sounds quite violent to be the Sun, getting all like slaying and rather be peaceful and omnipotent. Hey, who doesn't want to be peaceful and omnipotent, right? Surely we have to go with Earth. For me is the knowing and the healing and the dance of the circle. I wish to be Earth. The voice responds by singing a vision and feeling of cool, damp earth, pregnant with green life, into you. On this path lies a power, hidden but great. May you find a deeper peace amidst the violence of existence. You have gained a large amount of earth mastery. Time has little meaning in the chamber. marked only by the rhythm within you. The wall also seems to embrace you just a little more closely with each moment. The voice from outside leaves and returns again and again, continuing to instruct you gently and at a slow pace, ensuring that you can receive its song and build yourself around it. It teaches you of the many good beasts, those of fur and scale and feather and fin. Some are swift, like the hopping long-ear, and some are powerful, like the horned grazers, but all are good, and all have their own music. More importantly, it teaches you the two great laws. First, that you are a destroyer. To live is good, and you may only preserve your life by tearing away the life of others. You must destroy to find that which calls to you and destroy it, and take it into yourself and grow mighty. If you fail to destroy, you will waste away and be yourself destroyed, and all your music will become silence. Second, that you are a creator. All creators are one of two kinds: givers, who give of their essence during the dance of creation, or birthers, who receive the essence and weave new life from it, bringing it forth in the fullness of time. When you have grown great, you must seek out another who is also great and of opposite nature, and through the dance of creation become a source of the future. If you fail in this, the destiny of the children of heaven and earth will waste away, and where there might have been the echo of your music in a time beyond yourself, there will be only silence. So it is, was, and shall be. There is a brief silence, during which you sense that there is space enough for one question. What do you do? Okay, we have like 5 options. We can ask how best to consume the essence of others, ask if the voice is my creator, how to do the dance of creation, whether it's possible to live without destroying, or just remain quiet and ask no questions. Well, if it was me, and I am, I would ask whether it's possible to live without destroying others. Be not crippled by fear, nor by shallow sympathy. Ouch. There is no other way to exist. All of the uncountable beings in the one song are destroyers, great and small. Such has been commanded to all by the beast of time and space, which is also called reality, and so you must accept it with joy. Alright, what it seems to be kind of saying here is that, we are, as a dragon, we are a predator. Oh, by the way, it's about dragons. And yeah, you can't not be a predator as an animal if that's how you were made. And we don't have, well, we'll see. I guess we will see if there are more philosophical ways of looking at it, but right now it seems to say we have to destroy others. So maybe we're, obligate carnivore, that's the word. You have to eat meat to survive, like cats, for example, as opposed to dogs who don't. Yes, it's realism, so get on with it, basically. Making it a little prosaic there. But you should choose just what you will become a destroyer of. That's a weird sentence. And what you will not. And in that choice lies the power to bring change. You have gained some earth and water mastery. I sense I'm going to be drinking water a lot here. Beyond the two great laws, sings the voice, there is one lesser law. It's not great. If you violate it, you shall not be destroyed. Nevertheless, taste this truth and chain it within your mind. You must seek treasure. I'm on board. Treasure comes in many kinds, but you will know it when you find it. Treasure is something rare and of worth to all the true children of heaven and earth. I think the true children of heaven and earth are, my kind, the dragons, not all creatures. By taking treasure as your own, you shall prove your greatness to other kin. Okay. Whether obtained by strength of body or of mind, or any other thing, it matters not. All that matters is that you must gather all treasures to yourself. Some are obvious but well guarded, and some require little strength. but are difficult to find. None, though, I'm losing my place, are both obvious and easily obtained, or they would not be treasure. And now again we have 5 options. We could ask why we need to seek a treasure if it's not part of our survival. We could ask what the greatest treasure is. We can ask if all treasures are physical items. We can ask for a treasure, or we can be silent. Just think on it. Well, the first one they've already explained. We're supposed to grow great. That is one of our things, one of our reasons for living, and to show our greatness to others, we show them all our shiny stuff. So that's already been answered. The greatest treasure. I'd imagine that's subjective. All treasures. We've got to remember we seem to be very, very young, so we don't know. Maybe all the treasures that are counted in the game are physical ones, so it might be worth asking. We could ask for a treasure. We could. Would start us off well, but they did say it doesn't matter how you obtain it, so asking must be okay. Or be silent. I don't really want to be silent, so it's going to be one of these 2 treasures. It seems pretty cheeky, but yeah, we want a treasure. Will you give me a treasure, great voice? The voice's song suddenly turns darkly crimson. Never, it sings in painful tones which cut across your mind. Okay, wow. Apparently there are things you're not supposed to do. Did it hit me? That seems harsh. Learn this. You will be given nothing. All things you must take with your own being. No kin will give to another without a price being paid. In this there is truth and honour and the growth of strength through untold eons of hardening and happy strife. Okay, wow. Fight for your treasure. You must fight sometimes with your body and sometimes with your mind, and sometimes with your very essence. But always you will earn treasure and never, never be given it. Wow, alright, steady on. Steel yourself for the battle which never ends, which is called life. Love the battle and own it with pride. Sorry, I'm doing it again. I keep putting it in for some reason. Own with pride its gains and its losses. This is a shard of wisdom. You have gained, earth, fire, water, and air mastery. Some, not completely. The voice's song grows softer. Now I leave you, my kin and my creation. You may never hear my song again, nor I yours. I have imparted the 2 great laws, as is my duty. You are a destroyer, and you are a creator, and these truths are woven into you like warmth into blessed flame. If you cease to be a destroyer or a creator, you would no longer be kin. And you know of the lesser law, the seeking and taking of treasure. Though you may survive and be well fed and strong of body, if you have no treasure, you will never be called great among the kin. You will never know the pleasure of the dance of creation, and your creator self will languish in a frigid void. All other laws are false. These alone bind us. Remember that you are Drak kin. All other beings of this world must stand in the shadow of your beautiful and terrible music. The rhythm which you feel now flowing through you is the rhythm of life. To have the rhythm within you is to be alive. To be silent without the rhythm is the perfect sign of death. Nature shall now be your guide, companion, and opponent, your friend, enemy, and always, always your teacher. Sorry, now I'm making more noise than I expected with this maneuver of picking up a notebook. Apologies. There is no being born of earth, the great birther, and sun, the great giver, greater than you. The music of our people is great. Rejoice, knowing that your essence has been woven into such a body, and that such a fate is yours. When you at last escape from the wall which I have put around you, both to keep you safe and to test you, then you will be worthy to begin the great adventure which some call life. And with that final message, the idea of yourself exploding from potentiality into reality, the voice fades and is gone. You know that it will not return. How do you feel in that moment? Okay, another 5 options. We could be relieved to be alone, excited for the mysterious journey ahead, abandoned. We could feel admiration for the creator, or feel nothing. Well, that's really nothing. Maybe that just means nothing in particular. I'm going to pick one of the top 2. Those are the ones that I'm feeling something about. It didn't feel like I was being abandoned. It seemed clear there was a lot of tests in this life. Admiration, I don't know. I mean, got nothing to compare it to, so that's difficult. I'm not going to feel nothing. So we're either excited or relieved to be alone again. Well, the lessons are pretty intense, so for now I'm just going to be relieved to be alone again for a bit. Being plunged back into thought silence is like falling into a cool sea. You learn that you have a love of being alone, a love of the blessed quiet of the lone soul. That does sound like me. Oh, damn it, sweet. I just wanted to be alone. Isn't that what this is about? Also high. We've gained some earth and water mastery. Okay. Sorry, just getting a page available. For a time, you're left alone again within the chamber. You feel the measured beating of your rhythm within you and drift in and out of consciousness. This game is called Golden Treasure, The Great Green. It is in fact a demo. It's a free demo you can get off Steam at the moment. It is about, well, you're living life as a dragon, and at the moment it seems we are yet to be born. I'm not sure I could answer whether it's a visual novel or a standard RPG. It's definitely not a standard RPG, but there is more gameplay than a visual novel. But then I have a question mark over that because I don't think I've ever played a visual novel, so I'm not really giving you very good answers there, am I, sweet? It won't just be this screen and this reading. This is just the beginning phase. Alright. The wall seems to have gotten smaller, hugging you tightly indeed. Your rhythm has swelled into mighty chords, and your breath is fierce against your legs. Suddenly, and without warning, the voice returns. It is not a measured song, rife with ordered sigils as last time, but a lurid gash of feelings and ideas suddenly thrust upon you. Beware the other seed, the no-tails, the flat faces, beware their terrible music. Beware the seed of the others, beware. And suddenly, there is an awful silence. A space left behind where something should have been. No other voices enter your mind. A few times you think you may be receiving a song, but it always proves to be simply yourself echoing tiny hopes, fears, and dreams. Meanwhile, the wall, which is made of love, and which has always, always embraced you, is squeezing you very tightly. Well, we're either going to be a dragon or a pirate with all the treasure stuff, won't we, sweet? Its love, once so pure and benign, has become toxic. You are pressed so mercilessly you can barely breathe, and to make matters worse, you feel a horrible emptiness, a draining within your core. You must do something. Right, only 2 options this time. We can push against the wall or be still and wait. I don't know. If I'm getting crushed, I'm more of a... I don't want to be crushed. A pirate dragon. Oh no, now I've got an interesting image. We'll see if I'm a pirate dragon when... I'm going to push against the wall, damn it. Don't crush me. It loves you, you know. but it must now be broken. You push and struggle, feeling your body move this way, then that, but the wall thwarts your every move on every side. It is not through pushing, but rather through unfolding your whole self, limb by limb and muscle by muscle, that you at last achieve the first true success in the music of your life. You hear, not with your mind, but with your ears, your actual ears, the cracking and crunching of the wall as it breaks slowly apart, and then see with your own eyes your first vision of true light. We gain some fire and air mastery. It's bright, it's bright. This is like me waking up every morning. Less egg. Part 1. For the structure that we raise, time is with materials filled. Our todays and yesterdays are the blocks with which we build. Thus alone can we attain to those turrets, where the eye sees the world as one vast plain and one boundless reach of sky. H.W. Longfellow, The Builders. Okay, we've got some colours and things. Let me just hide this so we can have a look at our... Oh, our egg was very pretty. Look how pretty our egg was. How delightful. Almost like a treasure. And I assume this is us. We're all kind of goopy. We've just been hatched. Okay. You are somewhere inside that body of Earth, the great Bertha. Her semi-soft flesh is veined here and there with the grasping roots of trees, or blockaded by stones who stare blindly at you. Thank you. I'm sure you have a lovely tale as well, sweet. The air here tastes of comfort and slumber, and your own body feels as though it is in good condition. But you feel a burning in your core. You know that it is the destroyer within, I stumbled over that one, eager for substance to fuel your being. Okay, this is glowing, so clearly this is a bar of some kind. We've got a yellow-reddish, I guess this is a bar that fills up and down. Okay, next. If you fail to find anything to destroy, the emptiness will overtake you and your life will be lost. You sense nothing to consume here, though. A few illuminating rays tumble in from above, but your vision is still dim and unsteady. Perhaps you could leave this place by crawling up the tangle of roots overhead. Whenever you consider a task which your will alone cannot conquer, you will get a sense of whether you will succeed or fail based on your elemental attributes. Climbing up the roots would require a certain amount of fluidity and flexibility, which are the domain of the water element. And we have this little globe that's just popped up, and it's flashing red, which generally not a good sign. Yeah, red indicates that you cannot succeed, at least not without problems, in your current state, while green indicates your feeling that you certainly can. Yellow means that it's too close to be sure you may or may not succeed. As you make choices, your health and energy may be affected as well. Success brings benefits, but be not too afraid of failure. Through it, all beings learn and grow strong, while success has little to teach. Now choose, newborn. What will you do? 4 options. We can examine what is left of the wall, claw our way through the hard earth down towards Earth's embrace. We can claw through the softer soil sideways and up toward the light, or we can try to climb out of the hanging roots. Okay. Oh, so clawing your way sideways and upwards towards the light has popped up what I imagine is the fire globe. It is the red one, and it's pulsing with a red light, which means that we will most likely fail. And the last one, which was going up through the roots, is the water globe, and is also pulsing red, so we're kind of rubbish at the moment. We can either examine what's left of the wall or claw downwards. I don't know, I think we've been in the dark long enough, don't you? We're going to examine what's left of the wall. The chamber of your... Oh, our actual wall, the egg. Sorry. I'm not with it. The chamber of your creation seems so small now. Moments ago, it was your entire reality. Perhaps there is another reality beyond this one you now see into, which you... Sorry, I've completely lost that sentence. Perhaps there is another reality beyond this one you now see, into which you will one day hatch. Ah, okay. So we're thinking maybe we're still just in a big egg. That's kind of cute. Have you any further business with the wall? It does not smell attractive. We can leave the wall, or we can eat the wall. It's not... I don't think it would give us any sustenance, from what I understand. Well, bird eggs I think have a lot of calcium in, but I don't know if it would fill them up. What do you reckon? Do you think we should eat the egg? Well, the egg shell, basically? It seems crunchy. Do we have any hints? No hints. So I'm just gonna pour some more water. Oh, don't pour over the keyboard, you nutter. It is better than nothing. Maybe we need to be stronger to climb out. Alright, we'll try to eat the egg. Perhaps it will ease the emptiness within. The wall crunches and crackles pleasantly in your mouth as you consume it, but it lashes your throat as it is drawn down to your core, causing you to cry out in discomfort. It also does not seem to do anything for your hunger. Okay. Ah! Oh, we had a slash. Something slashed us. We had some pain in our throat. Oh, it's weirdly accurate. I feel a bit throaty. We gained some fire and air mastery though, so what will you do now? Okay, we're just gonna... we can only do one thing, because the other two are failures. Look, if I do this, it's like they're dancing. Sorry, that's not really the keeping with the atmosphere, is it? Okay, so we can either pick one of the failures, or claw your way through the hard earth downwards in the direction of Earth's embrace. Alright, we're annoyed about our poor throat, so we're gonna dig and try and be in the nice cool. Maybe we'll find a worm or something. Ah, were you listening earlier on then, sweet, when they said the philosophy of, failure is what teaches us? Success teaches... Well, it was like a second ago, I'm sure you were. Still, I'm going to try and do the other options that don't say you will fail just yet. So we're going to claw downwards. The dirt stubbornly resists your scrabblings. It seems that the floor of this chamber has been trod down by some great being, most likely your creator, and now resists your attempts to unmake it. You eventually give up, feeling slightly more empty than before for your efforts. Alright, we've just made ourselves more hungry. But we gained some earth mastery and lost a little energy. And we can see this bar went down a little bit on the bottom here. What will you do? Alright, which failure do we want? Do we want the failure of trying to claw our way upwards? Or to try and climb out? I'm leaning towards climbing out because we just did some digging. Probably got loads of earth under the nails. That's never comfortable. I'm leaning towards climbing up. What do you reckon? Water. Yeah, okay. From earlier things that I picked as we were talking to our creator in the egg, we did not really choose aggressive and brutal. But I mean, we're not very slick. We got some shoulders on us by the looks of things. More slithery than brutal, I would say. Well, we'll try with the climbing. We did some digging already. The labyrinth of roots foils your progress. You are not small, quick, and flexible enough to clamber up and through them, and your efforts are fruitless. This is going badly. Are we going to just come out of our egg and just die here? That would be really depressing. That's not what I had in mind at all. We gained some water mastery and lost a little energy. Okay, now we have to try clawing our way out. This could get really sad really quickly. The Great Mother's flesh does not readily yield to your weak limbs, still fresh from creation. The shaft you dig out collapses twice, forcing you to begin again, but finally you emerge. Phew. I thought it was going to be a really, really short story. We lost a little energy. Oh, we must be knackered. Oh! A cave and some water. That can't be bad. No, I want to look at the picture. We made it. Haha. We look kind of... I don't want to say humanoid. Obviously, there's differences with the legs and the... But you can kind of see a sort of humanoid shape here in the middle, on the torso. Okay, what have we got? This space, excuse me, I went all squeaky. This space is much larger than the last, and though you are still sheltered by Earth's body, light is more plentiful here. You may be approaching her skin. A clean azure flavour slides across your tongue. Water, the comforter and supporter of all life, is here, gathered into a still body before you. Something within you resonates with it, drawing you towards it. What is your will? Draw close to the water or leave this place behind to get to the light? I'd imagine, you know, all that digging and climbing was thirsty work, so let's draw closer to the water. You move closer. Oh! Oh, I look weird. And for the first time, you see yourself. Well, it's not the dragon model I would have chosen. But I do like the colours of the... Are they feathers? They look like feathers. They're bright blue and pink. That's a really nice combination. The rest of me looks a little... is that supposed to be my wings? I ain't going anywhere on those. They do look weird. But hey, you know, a lot of newborn animals look kind of wonky and lanky, and they haven't grown into themselves yet. I'm sure it will all be lovely in the end. Cross fingers. Your body, sculpted and painted by time and space, is almost beyond description. Your armour shines subtly with Earth's rich hues, like the promise of precious things buried deep. That's treasure. I'd say it was more bronze skin. I think I'm supposed to be shiny bronze type, rather than yellow. Yellow sounds a bit sickly. Your feathers, each one dyed with more colours than you know the names of, long for the touch of air, and you are crowned with plumes so that all other good beasts may know your sovereignty. Your long neck, graceful limbs and supple tail transform every motion into a weaving cascade of flowing movement. We kind of like how we look, apparently. Seeing your true form for the first time, you feel... do we feel surprised, afraid, proud, or peaceful? I think what we went with was surprised. Was what seemed to come to mind there. But it wasn't a fearsome shape. Oh, you thought we felt proud? Okay, we can do proud, absolutely. Yeah, it did sound like we were pretty impressed with ourselves. And we are supposed to. We have been told we're like the best of all the animals by our creator. So we will feel proud. All of the four elements of reality sing out through your form. You are nothing short of gorgeous. Every part of you, the pinnacle of the possibilities of being, is channeled through the gauntlet of time. This is really going to test my ability to form words. You are of the kin, the children of above and below, and you feel a deep and shameless love for everything you are. This, indeed, is the perfect and ultimate body into which your essence have been woven. These are the limbs with which you will walk the paths of this life, the teeth and claws I'm losing it. Too early. With which you will mete out the judgment of destruction upon other beings. This is the fruit of your creators, and this is the body whose legacy may be bequeathed to others if you survive long enough and are found worthy. This is yourself, worthy of respect, admiration, and every success. God, we are starting strong, I think. We gain some fire mastery. What is your will? Consume some of the water or leave this place behind. I think we should consume some of the water. Does my dragon's view vary? When we spoke to the voice at the beginning, you know, there were different options. I'm not sure if that's what you meant there. But it does seem that depending on what we answer and choose, we gain different amounts of elemental mastery. So we are a bit different. We're going to consume some of the water, so will I. You lower your mouth to the body of water and use your tongue to take some of it into you. It flows pleasantly down, trickling to your core, relieving you of a little of the emptiness within and soothing your essence. Wow, drinking better water than I am. You have gained a little energy. Nice. Water's reputation as a friend to all life is apparently well deserved. Your core demands something which water alone cannot slake, though. With nothing else to do within this space, you follow the whispering air and light outward. Oh, let's have a look. I'd imagine that you always have the same form because it is hand painted. I think it would be very difficult and for a small team to make a whole load of different ones. I'd imagine it is I think it's an indie team. It would be nice though. There's one of my thoughts. Is like, oh, I wanted to pick how I looked. Yeah, and it would have been cool if you look different depending on which of the elementals you're strongest with, that kind of thing. That would be very cool. And maybe that's something they'll work on. Like I said at the beginning, this is the demo, so we can't be 100% sure this is what's going to be in the full game. So it looks like we've got wind coming down here, we've got a nice valley, some sunlight, and we've got some incredibly big, long upper limbs. If those are our wings, they are very small. It could be sweet, but maybe I get the feeling that the passion in the project is a little different than the character models, if you know what I mean. I think it's more woven in the story and the ideas put forth. Alright, we've gazed quite a long time. Now that you have emerged from the Great Mother's flesh, I hate that word, you can see her more completely, and her power and beauty are beyond your wildest hope. Come on, keep this going. The trees are her feathers, and the mountains her spine. Her breath is the wind, and her essence flows in streams, rivers, and the distant sea. The green lines to the left, I think, like the white lines that are appearing, and the yellow from the sun, they are representing the elements. So the dragon is sensing which element. It's a green and geometric. This is the earth. We've got the round blue ones with the water. So we're kind of seeing the elemental effects. That's my take anyway. Above you, the sun, the great giver, shines his own endless essence down upon earth. He blazes above you, mighty in his glory, beautiful and shameless in his circle dance of creation, by which all that carries the rhythm of life is ultimately begotten. Oh, I meant to ask, are the sounds a good level? I'm not fighting with my voice or anything. Good morning / afternoon, Carolyn. Welcome. We are playing a very, so far, adorable new game today. The air between them is sweet with life and light, the fruits of their union. The wind blows, teasing your wings. Yeah, tiny wings. A wild desire to tread the air, to rise above, fills you. Sounds are a bit loud. Gotcha. Okay, I'll bring that down. How's that? I will talk. Blah, 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 blah. Is that better? Yeah, that's all I went with. Fill the sound. Blah, blah. How's that? I'm just gonna pull the FX down. Yeah, that's better? Excellent. I've got something in my eye. What will you do? Shall we embrace the wind, spread our wings and fly? Or shall we know our limitations and climb down safely? Oh, that's a tricky one. I mean, I've got both pragmatism and daring warring inside. Oh yeah, it isn't all like this. There are different mechanics as we go along. Okay, so are we going to try and fly? Or are we going to climb down? I mean, my wings look very small. But then again, I am dragon. And, who wouldn't want to try and fly if they think they can? Oh, such a funny shape as well. Almost like a bulldog body or something. I should have changed the latency. Of course, try and fly. Oh, sorry, I said try and die. I know, I mean, who's not going to try and fly? Absolutely, let's do it. Embrace the wind, spread your wings and fly. You spread your wings and leap fearlessly from the heights, knowing that Earth cannot hold your Draken greatness. For a single beautiful moment, you hang in the air, and then Earth rushes swiftly at you. Frantic flailing of your limbs does nothing. You tumble to the ground, crashing through treetops, then limbs, then bushes, and then the cruel, unforgiving ground. Ah! Fire and air mastery, and we got a card. The Fool, a tarot card. Interesting. It is fitting that a kin's reach should exceed their grasp. Failure is a far, far better teacher than success. This grants you a tiny bonus to all 4 elements. But hey, we got a card. Isn't that what it's all about? We got I like the bats up there. That's kind of cool. Hey, we gave it a go. Maybe we're not dead. You know, maybe we're quite hardy from falling a terrible height. I'm okay. Or I'm terribly wounded and broken. And there's a magpie laughing at me. Of course there is. I really like magpies. They're one of my favourite birds. It's got... See how it's got the elements? We've decided these are the elements moving through him. He's got a nice little crown. It's blue and white, which I figure is air and water. I wonder if we can use this knowledge. That would be good. Otherwise it's just pretty. Body ringing with pain, you slowly recover from nature's rebuke. Apparently, you are not yet worthy of treading the boundless paths of the air above. You sense that you have much growing and learning to do before you can realise your dream of a few moments ago. Yeah, I like it too, sweet. I mean, I've been trying to get into, broaden my game selection. You know, I think it's quite easy to get stuck. Say, I like this kind of game, and then that becomes the only game you look for. I'm not going to stop, playing the games I really like, fantasy RPGs and management, but I am trying to branch out, and I found this game, and I think it's a cozy and different way of doing things. Your miserably failed attempt at flight seems to have been witnessed by a small winged beast, a lesser child of earth and sun. It stands out against its surroundings in bold black and white. It laughs at you, insulting you with a mocking song. I'm not going to sing, don't worry. The mighty Draken once ruled over Earth. Now I have seen, Earth rules their race. O thou who tried to fly just after birth, are chained like a slave by her downward embrace. And then there's the noise that magpies make that you can hear in the background. I don't think I can make that noise. Let the shame of my song and your body's own pain teach you this. Only reach for what you can attain. A lesson. How will you respond? Okay, we've got 4 options. We can sing mockery back at the bird. We can endure the mockery. We can try and make it tell us a secret. That's quite random. Or we can attack it. I don't know. If we attack it and it's just going to fly away and we're going to feel even more dumb. I'd imagine we're also quite injured. I'm not sure where the secret part comes from. Oh, you wanna mock the mockery? Are you feeling wounded? Are you embarrassed that you couldn't fly? All right. We will go with, I like birds. Magpies are nice. It was teaching us. You know, nature is teaching us. But if you want to mock, then who am I to hold you back? I can do my own thing. You can't control me or fly. Reply with a mockery song of your own. Apparently that's water. Refusing to reduce yourself to the rhymes of the little flyers, you respond. Safely you sit, out of reach, and hurl insults, but you would surely not dare to fight even a newborn of the mighty kin. Your flesh smells rancid, your bones hollow and meatless. You envy the treasure of greater beings, scrabbling in the dust for shiny things of little worth. You mock yourself, mocking those whose great way you imitate. O brief airling, the flesh of your grandchildren will have rotted to dust in a mere 100 turnings, but my song will echo still in this land. My good song, my strong song of the first children of above and below. I kind of started crackling there. Excuse me. Such are the images which you project into the white-black's mind, assaulting its senses with truths, showing its smallness next to the might of the Drak. Being dealt such a severe blow to its ego by a mere hatchling is too much for the white-black, and it shamefully takes wing. In its chagrin, or chagrin, what should we go for? Chagrin? Chagrin. It drops a shiny object, and though it may be of little worth, you have gained your first treasure. Hooray! You got us a treasure, sweet. I like shiny things. Although, do you know it's one of those myths that magpies go around picking up shiny things? They're not attracted to shiny things in particular. They pick them up and they pick up random stuff as well. It's just, you know, the shiny things make it more interesting. They like pick up buttons and bits of thread and all sorts. They're collectors. Oh! Shinestone Bauble. While simple and lacking any special powers, this bauble reminds you of your very first success. There you go, some shinestone. I'm going to hiccup in a minute. Oh, a new picture. Oh, okay, you can fit it. With red. Okay, there's something red, so there's something... Is it fire, or is it the representation of fire? I really feel that's something we should know. Moving on. Oh, we're alright. Apparently we didn't get too hurt with our fall. Moving on, you allow the hillside to guide you downward. You have been following the path of a swift-running river for some time when you are struck by a powerful scent. Flicking your tongue out, you taste the sacred essence of one of the kin on the breeze, floating on twin wings of pain and decay. There is another flavour as well. Something strange, something animal but not. Something other. Blood doesn't float around though, sweet, or do you think it's the smell of blood? You shudder, your feathers raising upward, shouldn't it be rising, involuntarily. What could these strange scents mean? The kin whose scent you now smell could possibly explain, but you are now hatched, and beyond the chamber all kin are rivals, seldom welcoming the scent of another Drak in their territory. That's good to remember. We are solitary animals. Still, there is something familiar in that scent, something which tugs at the corners of your mind. Steeling yourself, you carefully draw closer to its source. Cal, I feel like Cowlin's constantly just wanting me to play RimWorld, where her colonist has bloodlust. Oh, yeah. I think it's both, sweet. Destruction. No! This is a bit much when we've just, been born. We've got... sounds like fire. We've got humans. And we've got a large Drak. Oh no. The horrible stillness of a body empty of spirit. The noble red essence of a great kin, shed not in a true dance of destruction, but trapped, tortured, the confusion, the pain. In the synergy between its scent and yours, you know without doubt, this was the great being who instructed you as the voice. This was one of your creators. Its rhythm is now silenced, its songs forever stilled. Already, tiny spirits of decay infest the vast body, feeding off of it, reducing it to the void. Something is clawing at you from within, straining at your heartbone and flooding your mind. Fear and rage and shuddering nausea overtake you one after the other, growing and writhing within. You feel yourself instinctively belch fire seed into the back of your throat, only just managing to swallow it again, denying it the chance to explode into a searing flame to consume the things which now sing and dance near the ruins of the one who created you. The things. What are they? There is something wrong with them. Something very, very wrong. The voices sound demonic. No, there was only one voice, and apparently this was the voice. The voice was the one that taught us when we were in the egg. They seem to have more than one skin, some of them belonging to other animals. The brightness of their body heat is darkened by the cold, dead hides they cover themselves with. There is something strange about their oily scents, something familiar, but alongside that, something completely other, like no true animal. They clutch the strange things in their they clutch strange things in their forepaws which you cannot identify, though they reek of the blood of trees. But most horrifyingly, they have no tails. They are tailless. You are split inside, the air within you screaming to run away as fast as you can from this place, and the fire within you urging you to destroy these no-tails. Decide, quickly. Do we destroy the no-tails? Do we flee? Or do we try and creep closer and silently? Ah, the human voices, yes. What do you reckon? We can see 6 of them. They seem to have spears. Yeah, most terrifyingly doesn't sound right. You reckon we should keep silent and try and draw closer? Okay. You flatten your body to the ground and creep forward. You have gained some water mastery. Ah, good job. This is the empty shell of one of the kin, its rhythm stilled. The great body, constructed over hundreds of turnings of the seasons and nourished by the destruction of thousands of lesser beings, lies quiet, destroyed within just a few moments. Before you hatched, you were taught that all things become silent in time, but beholding the corpse of this great being, one of your own creators, that truth seems all the more urgent and unassailable. Alright, what have we got now? We've got 3 options. So we're concerned that the no-tails will notice our scent and we should retreat. Or they are threats and we should destroy them. And there is a hidden option. I'm not sure how well we're going to be destroying anything right now. We're pretty small, I get the feeling. I mean, we're here. We're basically a chicken right now. Alright. If only you had more affinity with the water element, or special knowledge of what lies hidden here. Okay, so mastery or increased mastery in certain elements will open up more options for us to choose. In this case, we aren't good enough with water, so we'll never know what we might have been able to do. So we can either attack, which I'm going to say seems really ill-advised, as we've just been born, or we should retreat. What side am I leaning on, I wonder? Also, we're really hungry. Yeah, we can't fight them. The no-tails will soon notice your scent, surely. Retreat from this place. You flow rapidly through the underbrush, scrabbling over rotting tree corpses and crashing through shrubs till there is no trace of either the scent or sound of the no-tails. God, put together. They seem to possess some kind of terrible magic which allows them to cause harm from even from far away. I should actually read the stuff before I try and speak, shouldn't I? Again, This seems wrong beyond all possible definition of the word. Is not all order in the world dependent on the simple fairness of having to destroy your enemies with your own body? That's a good point. They did kill the gigantic creator of me. Perhaps the bizarre things are beyond your ability to deal with as a hatchling. You resolve to... Okay, we have 3 options. Do we grow stronger so that we can destroy them all? Shall we keep safely away and avoid them? Or shall we try to learn and imitate the strange magic that they know? I lean against the last one because, I mean, like you said before, the pride element and how strongly we reacted to not doing a true fight. I don't think we would do that, Sweet. I think we feel quite against what they're doing. Like it's an unnatural thing. It just doesn't seem... Yeah. I mean, I think with the pride element that we were leaning on, wanting to destroy them seems better than trying to be like them. Yeah. We will try to grow stronger so we can bring destruction to them and all their misshapen kind. You allow the hatred to become a searing promise within your core. One day, you shall grow great enough to defeat their otherworldly magic. Then you will finally be able to put this terrible fear which gnaws at your mind to rest. We gain some earth and a large amount of fire mastery and some air mastery. Oh, that went well. Okay, where are we now? Looks like we've got a little hole there under the ground in a hill. You feel something small striking your armour. You turn to see what it is and find nothing, but then it happens again. And again. It's not painful, but it is annoying. Eventually, you realise that this must be rain, the sacred water of the sky, which sometimes falls to bless the Great Mother, of which you were told while still in the chamber. Yay, rain! I like rain. Oh, now we can listen to rain. Okay, sorry. Soon, rain is falling everywhere, tumbling and vaulting off leaves and sliding merrily down the grass. Oh, there was thunder. Did you hear? Oh, I think I saw a little flash in the sky. Hang on. I worry if I'm going to bring the visual brightness down a bit to midway. Let me know if that's too dark, but I want to see it as it's meant to be if possible. Okay, so it looks like it's darkened with rain. It makes it hard to smell and taste the air, and it perturbs you as it spatters against your armour. You find shelter in what used to be the den of a family of fur beasts. Their scent lingers only on the edge of your consciousness, and they must have been gone for many suns or even moons. You dig it slightly deeper and broader with your claws, and then settle in, watching rain's downward dive. How do we not want to play in the rain? Silly dragon. Okay, we have our own little underground cave with, with roots, and it's raining outside. It's kind of cozy. And look, there's the shiny bauble that you found us. It's kind of brown, but hey, maybe we can paint. No. Yes, this should suffice for now. Surely grander layers await you in the future, but you feel comfortable and safe in Earth's body. At last, you have a moment to think. You pause, considering your situation. Okay, apparently we're supposed to click on the eye of this dragon sculpture-y thing. Oh! Okay, a moment of reflection will make your current feelings and thoughts clear. Awareness of one's own state of being is key to survival in this harsh and beautiful world. Alright, so this is like status. No trace of the no-tails can be smelled near your den. Explore the valley, find treasures, and seek the entrance to the Great Green. Your body is in fine condition. Your abilities are unaffected by any wounds. You are very hungry. If you do not silence another living being and consume it soon, you'll get the ... The bauble inspires you, very slightly increasing all 4 elements. You may also draw your thoughts toward any treasure or artifacts you found. Okay, so that's the icon. This must be the treasure icon. Shinestone bauble. Yes. You remember this. There is little there now, but if you survive and are bold yet wise, you will gather many. Perhaps some will even have strange and wondrous powers. Here you can recall the many denizens of the great green you will meet. Okay, that's the tree on the left. And we've got some symbolic... Oh, look! A squirrel is called a tree tail. The way of these good beasts is not known to you. Hunt and observe them to learn their secrets. As you explore, hunt and survive, your knowledge of each of the many tribes and peoples of good beasts will grow, and their secrets will be revealed to you. Ah, so what have we got? We've got tree tails, which is squirrels. We've got, looks like a ground squirrel, called a dark sweet. Hedgehog is a prickleback. It's very obvious. I think that's a stoat, a lesser stink strike. A lumberkin. What do you reckon that is? A badger, maybe. We've got a bunny called a long ear. Clearly a snake called a tail beast. I'm not going to read them all out. I just wanted to look at a couple of them. Another snake called a death bite tail beast. I'm guessing that's not a good thing. I'll just do this first. Right, we're not going to scroll down. We've got a shimmerling, which looks like a pheasant. A cat, a lesser slide claw. Fish, called a rain scale. And a tortoise, a shell beast. Okay, I'll stop there. And if you wish to leave the waking dream of this life and return to your other reality, or change certain aspects of this one, you will find such thoughts here. Your progress will automatically be saved and remembered, so do not fear the void. Sure, we don't need to click on that. That's the option setting. Your relationship with the Great Four, the elements which make up reality, will be your key to survival. At any time, you may draw your thoughts toward the elements to more clearly comprehend their gifts. That minimises it. Okay, we're going to click on it. Oop! And little globes pop up with symbols inside. Hang on, I'm going to pour some water. This is quite a water-heavy sort of thing to do, isn't it? Okay. Each element bears a sigil which will grow and change as you gather more of the infinite truths of the world to yourself, and each governs a different aspect of your abilities. Okay. Earth and water looks quite simple, as does air, but it looks like we're doing quite well with fire. It looks like a fairly complicated little symbol there. The fire element governs your physical strength and ferocity, as well as the power of your fiery breath. The water element governs your perception, empathy, flexibility, and stealth. The earth element governs endurance, health, and fortitude. The more you understand and imitate this element, the more patient and difficult to destroy you will become. Ooh, I like being difficult to destroy. That seems like a good thing. We need more earth, guys. The air element governs quickness and intellect. Agility of both body and mind belong to this sphere. Okay? As you grow in understanding and experience, your degree of enlightenment within the 4 elements will increase. Each degree brings gifts. By recalling each specific element, you can remember which gifts you have earned and what temporary factors, such as injuries, you may be affecting it. Can I click on that? No, nothing happens if I click on it. Earning gifts is not affected by temporary effects, and only when your natural level of enlightenment is high enough will you gain new abilities. Already, your actions and decisions have strengthened your connections and granted you certain advantages, such as... Whoop. Ooh, sparkles. You have achieved the first grade of mastery in the fire element. You may now use Power Strike. Oh, I didn't get to read it. Okay. Hopefully we'll get to read it in a minute. Water. First grade of mastery in water. You can now use Flowing Strike. Deals light physical damage. first grade of mastery in Earth. You may now use Brace in combat. It doesn't harm opponent, but greatly reduces incoming damage. And finally, first grade in Air. You may use Swift Strike. A clawing air attack deals light physical damage and may harm your opponent before it has a chance to harm you. Whoop. There are many ways to increase these masteries, such as learning secrets, observing nature, and imitating the qualities of the elements. By making choices and discovering new things, you will grow in your understanding of the elements of reality. Remember that failure is a far better teacher than success. Mistakes and losses bring with them the best lessons. If you lose a challenge, you may suffer in the short term, but your elemental abilities are likely to increase. Certain treasures and gifts may also affect your elemental affinities. This cozy nook. Okay, we're looking around our home now. This cozy nook is a good place to rest. If your body has been damaged, it will slowly mend on its own, but spending a sun resting here will greatly increase the speed at which you recover. A few scratches will not hinder you, but any significant wound will impact your ability to hunt, to fight, and even to think clearly. The rain has passed, and the great above is cleared, but the world is darkening. Night must be approaching. You slip out of your den to investigate. So far so good, we're still here. Ooh! Look! It's so colourful. You emerge in time to see your first sun ending, and as he dies in scarlet glory, new, smaller illuminations are born in the opposite corner of the sky. By the time the sun has gone completely, they dominate the great above, a parade of holy light marching in a slow circle dance. You were taught of the stars while still in the chamber, but seeing them with your own eyes is a true wonder. Each of the stars has a colour and a brightness not quite like any other. Some are red as the body of fire, some green as the grasses of earth, some blue as the deeps of water, some white as the clouds of the air. Some stand quietly, firm in their colour, and some sparkle and flash, shimmering gaily. Even in the great above, 4 sacred elements hold their being. Did I turn red? I guess I'm lit by... Well, I was about to say I'm lit by darkness, that doesn't make any sense. Lit by the setting sun, I guess. Oh, you can see them! Twinkling. That's nice, isn't it? A cool wind blows over you, ruffling your feathers. Inspiration is striking. You feel compelled to let your voice ring out in song. What shall you sing? Okay. Oh, we've got 6 options here. We can sing a great hymn to fire, or to air, or to water, or to earth, a lesser hymn to all of them, or remain silent and listen to the stars. I assume that singing a song will gain us some mastery, which leans me, if I click on these guys again, makes me think I'd like to sing to Earth to try to get some of that fortitude and endurance. To, you know, what do you reckon? Go drink some water. Yeah, I agree. We will sing a great hymn to Earth. Okay, here we go. I sing of the greatness of Earth, that which sustains and supports, which nurtures and orders. I sing of the earth beneath my claws, body of bodies, who birthed all things from her own sacred flesh, who gives us a place to rest, to live, to fly amidst the void. I sing of the earth within, the solid, structured order of the body, strength of my scales, solidness of bone, hills and valleys of my flesh, growing greater with every sun, every turning. I sing of earth, which silently abides forever, resisting destruction and without boundary. I am a mighty mountain, patient, immovable and serene. Other beings see my greatness from afar, and their souls are filled with awe and wonder. I may be scarred but never overthrown. My armour is stone, my feathers are the trees. Praise to Earth, who carries us all, and who does not feel the weight, who teaches us to outlive that which vexes us, to see the slow, still solution amidst the clamour of complexity, to walk as one eternal in this ephemeral world. Praise to Earth, which is, was, and shall be. The nearby hills echo your song back to you, as if blessing you with their tranquillity and fortitude. Let patience and wisdom be your guides, they seem to sing. Be like one of us, above and yet below, around and yet within. You have gained a large amount of earth mastery. Ooh, our sigil improved. We're smart. Look, improved sigil. Excellent. Good job, guys. Your first sun is at an end, and it was more than you could have imagined, even with your creator's instruction. Sleeping in your lair is almost like being back in the chamber, but now you know too much. What does doing nothing do? I'm not sure. Maybe it is. Maybe it's like not getting your advantages in that way. I know some of the time doing nothing was green in colour, so I think that gave you some earth mastery anyway. So it really depends. I don't know. I don't have enough experience. Your mind wanders from thought to thought, seeking to guide itself. Your hopes and fears toss you back and forth, scraping you uncomfortably between what was and what might have been. You see your creator lying silent before the no-tails, their chattering, screeching voices barking something incomprehensible as the red kin essence spreads along the ground. The white-black mocks you as you look on. You feel the dread 1-2 stomping of the tailless, near you, upon you, over you. You slide underneath the mountains to hide from them, but there are tailless everywhere, smaller and stone-skinned underground, tall and willowy in the woods, coarse and shouting in the flatlands. It is not your precious essence they seek to shed, however. They are roaring for the flesh of something else, something older and more powerful than even a great kin. You wake, briefly, and your second sleep is far less troubled. Yeah, a bit of intense for a first day ever. A new sun dawns, climbing laboriously over the mountains. Today, you must emerge and seek your destiny. As you do, you may encounter many new things. You have not yet used your body to hunt and fight, nor have you ventured far from this makeshift den. Do you wish to learn of these things in depth, or do you wish to dive headlong into your destiny without such lessons? Okay, so it's saying, oh, do we want to do the tutorial or not do the tutorial? I'm just going to have some water again. I think it would be good to learn stuff. Okay, I wish to learn how to fight, hunt, and explore. The water which fell from the sky prevented you from fulfilling your mission of destruction, I reckon we could have done. And your core cries out for flesh. Sorry, I just really hate that word. Perhaps a hunt would be wise. It is, however, also tempting to explore more of this beautiful world in which you find yourself. Exploring your territory will reveal new opportunities, challenges, treasures, hunting grounds, and more. I just want to check our status. Yeah, it's the same as it was before. How will you spend this, your second sun? Okay, so do we want to learn how to hunt and fight, or how to explore? Ow, I've just scratched myself. That's not cool. What time is it, by the way? Oh, okay. I guess we're going to do both of them anyway, so we're really, really hungry. So we're going to... I wish to taste the essence of others. It is time to hunt. Oh. Okay, we're out in the woods. It's nice. The wood just outside your den seems replete with the presence of lesser good beasts. It should not take too long to find one. Ah, yes. This is one of the small furry beasts whose scent calls to you. The kin call it a tree tail, in honour of its close relationship with trees and its luxurious, expressive tail. It is small, but it will do. Oh, I see it. I see it. It's a squirrel. Okay. I mean, we're probably pretty small. I don't know how small yet, exactly. Understanding the music of your partner in the dance is vital. Begin by examining the tree tail more closely. Okay, we'll click on it. Oh! Ah, yes. So the animals all have their own elements as well. Any good beast such as you can easily sense how much fire there is in the essence of another. It doesn't seem very good. Fire influences physical might and how dangerous an opponent will be in the dance of destruction, which some call combat. I'm going to hiccup. Excuse me. If they're strong in this element, beware. You may catch them, only to find that they are quite capable of destroying you instead. As you can see, this is not a great concern when it comes to tree tails, as this gem is empty and not even a small part of the sigil of fire is shown. Yeah, they've got no fire and apparently no earth. They just have a little bit of water and air. This is your opponent's water affinity. The more complex the water sigil, the keener the prey's senses, and the more difficult they will be to approach without discovery. The earth sphere represents health and resilience. A being strong in this element will not easily surrender its essence. Great effort will surely be required to bring something great in earth to destruction. It would be really funny if we found out we're absolutely tiny and just really impressed with ourselves. Beings with high earth also possess a strong will, and so even indirect attempts to harm one will fail unless the attacking element is even higher. I feel like I should be writing this down. Once again, tree tails, compared to other larger prey, are not very difficult to bring down at all, provided you can get your claws on them. Alright, I'm going to make a quick note, if you'll excuse me. This was bound to happen. I'm always going to be making notes about something. So, fire. How dangerous. Okay, and water. How keen their senses are. Earth. Okay, attacking element should be higher. That sounds just wise for all of them, doesn't it? Or does it mean attacking on anything? That we shouldn't attack anything that has higher earth than us, maybe. Hang on. Okay, right. This is your opponent's air affinity. Note that it seems to have a little mastery in it, indicating that it is slightly quick. Slightly quick? Look there. You've not seen a squirrel? Compare this with your own air ability to see how difficult it would be to chase. How quick. There we go. Yeah, the game is out. It came out on the 17th, I think. I downloaded the demo because it's always... there should be more demos in the world. Demos are awesome, and I fully intend to get the game as well. Okay. Oh, we've got to compare it, so let's click on our gems. Oh, we're of the same speed. Okay. Prey with high air affinity may be all but impossible to chase down and must be defeated by other means. Okay. Although you can sense roughly how attuned to each element a being may be and where their strengths lie, only by testing your abilities directly against them can you be sure of their skills. Be aware that many beings possess special abilities which allow them to survive upon Earth. Tree tails, for example, have the ability to climb, and so attempts to pursue them from far away will automatically fail. They will be able to reach a tree and scurry to safety. Only attempt to chase them after approaching as near as you can. Okay, that definitely seems like a tip. Tree tail. Don't chase from afar. Or maybe we're a small dragon. A good way to begin a hunt is by stalking your prey, silently attempting to draw as close as you can without being noticed. The water element, which governs the senses, is your greatest asset here. The more powerful your connection to that element, the more silently you can move. Size also plays a role in stalking. If you are larger than your prey, you will be at a disadvantage, and if smaller, at an advantage, in a way. So water is stealth. Your prey has surely developed keen senses of its own in order to avoid destruction by predators such as you. To successfully close the distance without alerting it, your water mastery must be greater than the tree tails. This one smells old and weak, ripe for consumption. It is time to put your skill to the test. It's not certain, is it? It's certainly not certain. Okay. As it's a tutorial, we're not going to be making our choices yet, but we can see the choices we will have. We will be able to keep still and observe, silently draw nearer, strike, or retreat. Tutorial says silently draw nearer. Oh, ah yes, you are now much closer, close enough to smell its fur, its personal scent, even its nut-tinged breath. Not a big fan of nuts myself. Charging at it now is tempting, but you also find yourself fascinated as you watch it forage for food. It moves in a particular way, not quite like that of any other good beast, and in observing it, may you learn something. So we will keep still and observe. Oh, yes, you are already you are learning. Nature is an excellent teacher. So we saw something leap into our status effect. If we click on the good beasts one, click on the tree tails, yeah, we still don't know anything. I guess it was a piece of knowledge then. Yeah, we can visually see knowledge. If you hunt and observe each prey enough, you may gain a glimpse of their deeper truth, and in finding it, incorporate it into your own way and become stronger. But you have sensed enough. Your hunger for its tender flesh and thirst for its crimson... You hunger, I do apologise. And thirst for its crimson essence. If you strike now, you might succeed in the chase, but perhaps you could draw even closer. But tutorial says, silently draw nearer. So near now, and your prey is still completely ignorant of the shadow of destruction which falls upon it. Can we see ourselves? No, we just are ourselves. Fair enough. Oh, I really like squirrels. No, I'm a dragon. I'm not a me. If you strike at it with all of your speed and strength, it will not stand a chance. Wait for the 2 circles to become one, and then act quickly. Oh no, my reflexes are not so great right now, but okay, here we go then. 2 circles. Strike. Mini game. Oh damn, I missed it. Shit. Oh, we're doing it again. Got it. Oh, I got it. Oh, I got it. I'm conflicted. I was too twitchy. Okay, the hapless tree tail barely even has time to realise that you were there before you crunch its small bones in your jaws, tasting its perfect essence as you crush it several times and finally swallow it. Wasn't that detailed? Alright, so it's like a mini game, the strike thing, which I failed at the first try. Its flesh and its spirit will now become part of your own, granting you precious energy. You feel pride in your own skill and gratitude to the tree tail in equal measure. This is right. This is the way of all things. You have gained some energy. Oh, that was a tiny amount. Did you see it? Oh. Ah, another one. Your core urges you on. You must have more if you are to grow great. The last one was old and weak, its senses dull. Not this one, however. Destroying it will be more of a challenge. A chase at this range against an animal which can climb trees is hopeless. Draw nearer, as before. Should we check out its skills? It's the same. The skills are the same. Apparently that other one was an easy one, so we're going to silently draw nearer. Oh, its head's up. You have managed to draw nearer, but although you remain hidden in the tall grass, your prey has heard rumour of your approach from a rather noisy twig you stepped on. It is now suspicious of you. Of course he should feel gratitude. You know, he gave up his life essence so we could continue. You sound very prideful, sweet. All is not lost, however. Perhaps if you remain still and observe, there is a chance that the tree tail will lower its guard. Yeah, I think they're trying to put forward that you're not some kind of brutal attacking machine like in, well, most games, if you'll excuse me. You are a part of the balance of nature in this case, and you don't feel anger or hatred or anything towards the animals. You're all in there together. I don't think we need to feel pride about our food. Keep still. Observe. You have waited for a few precious moments, but the tree tail still suspects that danger might be near. When you wait and observe an opponent whose suspicion has been aroused, there is a chance that it will return to its way each time, but it is not guaranteed. Each individual animal is different, and fortune plays a role. Okay, so we do have some RNG. Fair enough. Game. If you just wait a little longer, keep still, observe. Yes, there. It seems satisfied that it is not in danger and has lowered its guard again. Alright, I'm going to see if we learnt anything about the tree tail. Oh, we did! We have knowledge now. How many bits of knowledge was that? Was it 3? I should have counted, so I know when to look it up. These agile fur beasts befriended the trees in ages past, and the friendship has been fruitful indeed. While quick enough on the ground, tree tails flow up and down tree trunks and dance on branches almost effortlessly. Shut up. They also sport thick, luxurious tails, which they use both in communication and to confuse pursuers. As one would expect, they are never far from their arboreal allies, favouring woods and forests where trees are plentiful. Their flesh is slightly savoury, though there is not much on their live bodies, especially before fall. Okay. I realise I haven't taken my break, and while I would like to just carry straight on, I have found that if I don't take a break, my mind starts getting a bit fuzzy at the moment. I'm sure that will improve with time, but we will play out the rest of the day, because it just seems to make sense to wait until the end of the day rather than stopping in the middle. Just letting you know. Any movement from you while it was suspicious would surely have caused it to flee. Waiting silently when your prey becomes suspicious may cause it to relax in time, but beware. Each moment that passes brings your scent closer to it on the winds, and once it smells you, it will surely try to escape. You must stalk your prey quietly, yet quickly, before your scent is caught. I've already forgotten why you're saying 4, sweet, I apologise. This tree tail's senses are obviously keener than the last's. If drawing this close made it suspicious, trying to draw even closer will surely alert it. If your prey begins the chase, you will be at a disadvantage, so you must now seize the initiative and attack. The surprise should give you the few precious instants you need. Alright, we're striking again. Okay, don't click too quickly. Strike! It notices you and flees. Oh, bollocks. Chase after it. Oh. Click the tree tail repeatedly. Oh no, this is... Click a slash. That was a little hectic. Oh, we got it. Alright, I'm not sure I like that one so much. That was just mad clicking. As you feel the luscious body of yet another... That's just really grossing me out. Of yet another tree tail moves slowly down your craw, the joy of pure, wholesome destruction again sinks in. This is the dance of destruction, the fight for survival which all beings dance with each other, and it is good. It is as it should and must be. That was a lot more energy. It must have been a bigger squirrel. Oh, something else. Oh, it was 4. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't think to turn on the low latency for chat, so your replies are a bit delayed, unfortunately. You no longer ache for sustenance, your core mostly quieted. Okay, how long does that take? If we look at our energy, I think this is energy levels. We are about a third along before we are no longer hungry. There is, however, room for one more. You may hunt up to 3 times per sun in an abundant hunting ground. Fewer prey exist in a middling or sparse area. Sun and Earth have blessed you. You have discovered a wounded member of the delicious long-ear tribe. That looks like a rabbit. Normally, you would have to stalk and pursue it, which is no mean feat, as long-ears have swift feet and keen senses. However, this one is sporting a broken leg. It senses you, but cannot flee. Let combat, the true dance of destruction, begin. Oh, okay. We have a new thing. So first we had Strike, which was a little mini game of clicking the circles. Then we had Chase, which was madly and uncomfortably clicking a moving target, and a swipe at the end. Right, you want... Yes, we should. Ah, the true dance of destruction. Though your foe is not the most powerful of beasts... Oh, we can see our size! Okay, we're twice the size of a rabbit. We are pretty small. Unless it's a hare. I'm pretty sure it's a rabbit. I think hares don't look so chubby. Yeah, though your foe is not the most powerful of beasts, you cannot help but shiver a little. Both of you are wagering life, the most precious of treasures, against the skill of the other. I'll click on it and see. I can see the colours. It's mostly air and water. No, nothing happens if I click on it. Bummer. Should have clicked on it first thing. Like most aspects of life, fighting is ruled by the elements. Begin by examining both your current mastery... Oh, maybe we can. Hey, our mastery in fire and earth is looking pretty good. That one's gone blue as well. That must be a good thing. Oh, here we go. No worries. And those of your opponents. Okay, so Bunny is very good with water and air, better than us. Right, so we are diametrically opposed there. The element of fire is one of the 2 elements which rule over combat. Lucky us. As the element of strength and power, all physical damage done is based on mastery of fire. This particular long ear is much weaker than most of its kind due to its broken limb. Do not expect long ears to be this feeble in the future. Alright, we really need to rejig our preconceptions of how badass we are. We are a very small dragon. Apparently, it sounds like a rabbit is not necessarily an easy thing to hunt. Good to know. We'll get bigger, hopefully. Sorry, my eye is itchy. The other element which is crucial in the dance of destruction is earth. Yay, we win! As the element of fortitude and endurance, earth dictates how much damage a creature can endure. Nice. I'm going to actually write that down. That sounds like a good tip. Earth. How much damage you can take. Well, we were born yesterday, literally. Give us a break. All actions taken in combat are associated with a particular element. A simple biting attack, for example, is of the earth element, while your burning breath is, of course, a fire attack. Yeah, we've got to be careful about being overly pride now, sweet. We cannot... We know how big we are, and our comparative strength. Yeah, I know you want it to be a big, powerful dragon, but you got to start somewhere. When you select an action, your opponent does as well, and then both of them clash together. Certain elements have advantages over others. Water is strong... I'm definitely writing this down. Water is strong against fire. This is paper, rock, scissors, isn't it? Fire rules over air, and air defeats water. Earth has neither advantage nor disadvantage against the others. Okay, I'm ready. Each good beast has a way which gives it certain options and a set pattern of attack. Long ears, for example, will always use a repeating earth, water, air pattern. Okay, I'm going to write that down. Okay, so earth, water, air. You do not know where in the sequence it will begin, but once you are familiar with an animal's attack pattern, you should quickly be able to tell its next move and turn the fight to your advantage. I'm not so good at fighting. Sorry, we're hunting. Let us begin with a simple bite. Being of the neutral earth element, this is a relatively safe choice. Okay, how will you act? Use an earth ability. Some floating, they look like stones to me. Oh, they sound like tiles or something. Bite. Okay, we'll bite. Oh, let's use air. Okay. Ah, the clash. Both of you have been affected, though you have but a tiny scratch. The long ear is more seriously hurt. Oh, we've got auras. Mine's white and the long ears is yellow. Okay. Good, I guess. Your opponent is battered and worse for wear. Your attacks are having an effect. Okay, so I guess white is basically fine and battered is yellow. As creatures, including you, are wounded, their air, water and fire abilities will decrease, though earth always stands unchanged. Okay, I'm going to write that down. Air, water, fire, abilities decrease with injury. Since it used an air attack, and long ears always use an earth, water, air pattern, we know that its next move will be an earth technique. I love how they have techniques. I can imagine like little bunny training grounds. Well, the bunny has claws and teeth. Like you said, I got a little scratch. They can also kick. Nothing is strong or weak against earth, so any attack will do now. Let us use Swift Strike, an air attack which affects your opponent before you are affected by its attack. Okay, air ability, Swift Strike. Did indeed use earth. The air grows richer with fear and despair. Your enemy is now injured and is a slightly darker shade of yellow. Good. Additional effects like Swift Strike's preemptive damage always occur if you win the elemental clash. On a tie, they take effect if the element in question is higher than the opponent's earth, and they never occur on a lost clash. I'm not going to do that. The opponent's next attack will use the element of water. Because air is strong against water, let us use Swift Strike again. Okay, we are striking swiftly. Ah! Oof. The redolent essence of the long ear dances on your tongue. It is crippled and stands in the very shadow of destruction. That's a bit drawn out, is it? I feel quite bad. Okay, now it's got a red aura. Okay. Red before death, I'd imagine. Victory. You gained additional damage and triggered a special effect by using air against water. The long ear is now badly hurt, and its next attack will be of air. It is time to finish this. Breathing fire will bypass most armour. That seems useful. Fire breath. Bypasses most armour. But it costs energy to use, unlike most simple strikes. It is time. Okay, use a fire ability. Burning breath, which looks like a form of a candle. Ooh. Burning. Oh, and we fade to white. Oh, we won. Delicious indeed. Future meals will rarely be so easy, however. Be sure to use stalking to observe and get as close as you can. Pursue your prey swiftly and fight wisely. The Great Four, water, air, earth and fire, shall be your guides. Beware, however, the good beasts of field and woodland are not the only beings in this world. Some have strange gifts, and others, such as the no-tails, may use their bizarre minds to break the rules of the dance. Oh no, I like the rules. I want to check out the knowledge of if we got knowledge from the long ear. We did not. Again, I forgot to count the little twinkles of knowledge. You've gained some energy. We're almost halfway energetic. Ah. Looks like the sun is rising. Oh, and now we have a sundial that is counting off something. Oh no. Timed?